So we can start playing everything too? Alright. Woo! 11, let's go.
So we are here with round two feature match, and we have two pretty requested people here. We're going to have Trey Massengele and Billy Brake. Billy is going to be on the side with the ARG Matt. Trey Massengele is on the side with Yugi, Jaden, and the other guy, you say. And we have Cordero, Vex64666 here again. And it looks like Billy is going to start off with a Dragon Ravine play, discarding a
He's playing
blaster. And Trey told us that we are going to be having to read a lot of his cards, so I don't know what that means. So we may have to be prepared for a pretty interesting deck.
Hopefully I should know most of his cards, but if he said that, I'm kind of worried. But Billy is playing Blue Eyes Dragon Ruler. Yeah. Nope.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll do Paul Cooper's match.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's going to be getting rid of a Tempest. And also we're going to have a title play here. He discarded another Ravine, so that's interesting. Now what is that card? It's that one from the new set.
I couldn't even see what that was.
It's the little flame monster guy.
No, that's that try something.
Yeah.
I think it's Trigun.
This looks like he's going to get rid of those to bring out the blaster. And I don't know where our other guy went for coverage for life points, but we will get that figured out as quickly as we can.
Yeah, it's still Billy's turn one, though. It's still 8,000, 8,000.
So he's going to add a title and a Bree Dragon to his hand, activating the Bree Dragon, and looks like we're going to have a Synchro Summon turn one into a Ancient Fairy Dragon. So I'm assuming he'll be able to go get his Dragon Ravine, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had one other guy that was keeping tabs on this for life points.
Corey.
I don't know, Corey, yeah, I'm not sure where he went. So it looks like Billy's going to be searching through his deck here, and he's going to be getting rid of a Redox. So is Billy just basically playing dragons with the Dragoonity, the Dragon Ravine engine? He's not really playing the Dragoonity cards like Ducks and Flanks?
When I saw him playing earlier, he was playing the Blue Eyes build.
Oh, the Blue Eyes. Okay.
We just haven't seen it yet. But Billy does have an impressive field right now.
Yeah, making a Drago Sign, getting the tokens out. That's all turn one. With 2 cards left in hand. That seems like an awful lot to go for. Turn one, especially if it doesn't look like he's going to have any back rows.
He doesn't even know what his opponent is playing either.
Yeah, that is key. So he doesn't even know what his opponent is playing.
You want to meet him? Yeah, but you couldn't. She's not. Unless you still want to do it now.
I was just making sure that we were fine to do all the future matches.
Do you want to do this too?
What?
Kevin.
I'll just wait.
Next round.
So tell us a little bit about Billy. Do you know roughly how many tops he has?
At least over 13.
Over 13. He was a back-to-back YCS champion in YCS Toronto and Kansas City back in 2012, I believe, plant format. Now, why is Billy such a looked-up-to player? Like, everybody talks about when they talk about a good player, they say the next Billy Brake or a play Billy would make or something. What makes Billy such a great player?
His play style is like amazing. Like, he's nice. Well, I'm not saying everybody's not like nice and stuff. It's like he comes off friendly. He got that good vibe that you need to play this game. And then he's a kid at heart when he plays this game. He truly loves this game more than like anybody you'll see out there nowadays.
Now you know Billy pretty well. What do you have to say to the people that don't think he's a very maybe he's kind of a brash player, kind of stuck up a little bit? I've never believed that. And what would you say to defend that to him?
basically you have to hang out with him. You're going off what people are saying. Like, ooh, people saying, ooh, he's this, he's that. I'm like, have you ever met him? Have you ever sat down and talked to him?
First of all, you know how many people he has come up and try to talk to him at every event that he doesn't know, so I'm sure that's taxing. Well, back to the game, we're going to see Trey Massengale activate a Foolish Burial, dumping a Mizuki. Now, Trey is known for winning. I don't remember the YCS, but it was a YCS about 2 years ago with some form of zombie plants. And it looks like that's about what he is playing right now, is another form of zombies. And he's up against a pretty impressive field. Right now it looks like he's just going to set a monster pass, and Billy's going to shuffle up the deck after he went through with Foolish Burial. So now Billy's going to draw his, making his hand a total of 3 cards. You'll see Billy playing around with his hand and flicking his hand around and checking the graveyard consistently. First of all, I know that he always knows at all times what's in his graveyard, and he's always checking his resources on the field. So that's part of what makes him such a good player. It looks like he's going to activate the Draco Sack, popping the back row, which is a Call of the Haunted. And I do know I saw a blue eye in his hand, so he does have that in hand right now. And looks like we're going to get a banish.
It's interesting that he has the Ancient Sacred out.
Yes. First turn. Removing 2 more cards, the Draco Sack and the Blaster, to bring back the Tempest. And that's Flameville Guard he's going to grab. And Trey still has just the 1 face down. He does not have the back row. It was a Call of the Haunted that he had no targets for except the Mizuki, which would have done him no good to chain it. Like I said, guys, you'll really see Billy playing around with the field and his hand and stuff and thinking out his place. He's a very methodical player, so you're going to see that a lot in this match. Looks like he's going to overlay the Ancient Fairy Dragon into another Draco Sack. Now the tokens up there towards the top of the screen, those are still from the first Draco Sack, correct?
Right.
Okay. So it looks like he's actually getting rid of the blue eyes that was in his hand to bring Redox back after banishing the blue eyes in the title. And looks like we're going to see a Synchro Summon with the normal summoned Flamebell Guard. And while I am finishing editing a little bit of a video, Cordero is going to continue with some of the commentary for you guys as I work on this video for just a couple of seconds.
Alrighty, let's see what's going on so far. We have Scrap Dragon, we have Mega Phantom Beast, Draco Sack, and 2 tokens, and I believe Billy has 1 card left in hand. You hear like a little background noise because people are coming out, and we also have a Kaijudo feature match going on. And Billy Break's brother, Bobby Break, versus Robert from his from their Kaijudo Nationals. They had to face each other in their round 2, I believe.
And also, we will not be knowing life points for the moment being.
But you guys can pretty much imagine what's going on, which is, I believe Billy got game 1. Game 1 is over with Billy winning. So, once again, as we saw in round 1 with Johnny and Patrick, with Trey, we didn't really get to see much of the deck. We pretty much just saw, the 1 Mizuki come out, and that was about it. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Billy has in response to what he wasn't able to see, and then also what Trey is going to have for the Dragon deck. Now, do we think Billy focuses around the blue eyes much at all, or is it just maybe an engine to get out the Draco Sacks? When I saw him play earlier, it seemed like he was focusing on blue eyes. I seen him have like 2, 3 blue eyes on the field. Unless that's his like tactic, or he just changes things up. The deck has the ability to go back and forth between that and that new card he's running. I don't believe it's like a new card, but it's common. The Trigun monster.
Right.
I'm about to look up what that does. Trigon. It is a level 3 Dragon Union monster. This card came out in what set? This card came out in Shining Darkness as a common. That was the set where Infernity Barrier and all the Infernities first came out in. This card is a Dragon type fire. 500 attack, 700 defense points. Once per turn during your main phase, you can equip this card to a machine, monster you control, or unequip it to a special summon this card and face attack machine. While equipped to a monster by this effect, if the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, select and special summon one level 4 or lower light machine monster from your graveyard. A monster can only be equipped with one Union monster at a time. So this is very interesting why he's running that.
Yeah, definitely.
We still have not seen the full capability of Billy's deck.
Right.
Oh, pretty good. Like, we got the camera there, and then we can see everything we do, and then we cut through this, and then we just cut out this, and then put it on there. Look at this. And then there's actually one over there and there. It's good. How you guys doing over there?
Busy.
The night kind of died down.
Yeah, we'll start getting busier after our break.
Yeah.
If you guys start starving, I have to go first.
Do you really?
Would you like it?
Yes, please.
So it looks like we're going to have them shuffle up here, and after sighting. And it looks like they're going to get ready to deal out the opening hands. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and start off with a seven star sword play.
Really getting Redox for Redox. Let's see. Billy plays MST and hits Vanity's Emptiness.
Trey Massengale.
Let's see, what is Billy doing? He's thinking right now, keep shuffling back and forth. Trying to figure out the correct play. Let's see, Billy summoned Blaster.
So he's going to have the blaster out on the field, and Trey will just have the one back row, or the face down.
Let's see, what is Billy doing? I believe Billy summoned Star Eater. Already?
Yes, that is Star Eater. What does Star Eater do again?
That's Stardust Dragon.
Oh, it's Stardust, okay.
Yeah.
And he's going to be attacking into a Pyramid Turtle. And that's a Regeki break right there. Discarding Vanity's Emptiness, which is going to allow him to... Didn't catch what he was stopping there.
I didn't catch it either.
So, looks like he's going to be bringing out Title here, which is going to let him go here through his deck to pull out. Looks like the Flame Belt Guard.
What is Billy about to bring out? Is he going to summon that?
This is mine. Never mind. This is mine. So now he's got out Crimson Blader. And is that Endless Decay? Is that the name of that card?
Yes.
Now, what does Endless Decay do? I remember that came out as a promo not too long ago, a 10 promo and a Shonen Jump promo, or a Shonen Jump Alpha, or whichever one it was.
Endless Decay?
Yes.
That was an interesting card when it came out.
I didn't really see why it needed reprinting, except for it to be used
But I can
in,
tell you what it does. If you have 2,000 life points or less, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is normal summon or special summon, this card attack becomes half of the opponent's life points.
Okay. Now look at what Billy did here. He just overlaid the Crimson Blader and the Stardust into Heliopolis.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. And now Trey has 0 cards on board.
I'll make an announcement on this week.
And he's going to normal summon the Card Trooper, activating his effect. And Cordero is going to step out for just a little bit. So that's going to bring the Card Trooper effect up to 1900 against the Heliopolis. So at this point, we still do not have any life point updates. So it looks like we're going to have a Pyramid Turtle play here. Trey's thinking, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and attack. Now he's going to take some life point damage, but this is going to let Trey go through his deck to get a zombie monster that he may need. So it looks like he's going to be able to remove the Mizuki and bring Zombie Master out to the field after he gets out the Lavalval Chain. And I'm getting a report that Trey Massengale is at 4,900 life points. Billy is at full 8,000. And the Direwolf play comes out and pops, getting rid of the Heliopolis and attacking with the Card Trooper. We are trying to get more people over here to help do some of the commentaries while we have other judges helping. So later on in the days, we will be having special guest commentators out here. Now this is the card that Billy played earlier last game. See if we can get an effect here. It's called Trigon, and it says that once per turn during your main phase, you can equip this card to a machine-type monster you control, or unequip it to special summon this card in face-up attack position. While equipped to a monster by this effect, the monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle. You can select and special summon a level 4 or lower light machine-type monster from your graveyard. Only one union can be equipped at a time. So very interesting card. 500 attack and 1700 defense, fire level 3. So very interesting card. And I do not know which card this is coming out here. It looks like, oh, Malicious. Malicious coming out. Removing the synchroing with the Plague Spreader to bring out Crimson Blader. And it looks like he's going to scoop it up there. So Trey takes the game 2. So as they shuffle up, we'll get ready for game 3. So we got to see a little bit more about what Trey's deck can do. We all know how well Billy plays, and he had a lot of plays there with his dragons, but it looked like Trey was just able to out-resource him. So once they get shuffled up, we will be back with Game 3. Hey Bobby, you want to do a quick interview with us real quick? It's all audio.
Oh, audio?
Yeah, it's all audio. So guys, before we get ready to shuffle up here for Game 3, we have a special guest. Bobby Break is sitting in here. We're just watching the match here and commentating over it.
Oh, okay, well,
So
I haven't
Bob-
played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a little while, so...
Oh, that's all right, Bobby. How's it going today, man?
Doing pretty good, playing in Kaijudo.
Cool. Now you're the reigning Kaijudo World Champion, correct?
Technically, I guess. I won the first Kaijudo championship
Also.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we just saw you did a feature match for the Kaijudo tournament. How did that go?
Went really well. I got to play the guy I played in the finals of the championship again, and I won again.
Awesome.
So that was nice.
So what do you like about Kaijudo? What makes it such a good game?
Just the versatility. Like, you can use any amount of decks that'll win, and not just like 1 or 2 or 3. You can literally use like 10 different decks, and all of them have the same chance of winning.
Great. So obviously we see your brother playing here on the left-hand side of the screen. What do you think makes him such a good Yu-Gi-Oh player, just overall? We see he's had multiple tops, very consistent. What do you think makes him so good?
The fact that he just thinks what he's going to do beforehand. He really thinks out his moves and stuff, and tries to play around like every card possible. He's just really smart when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty smart guy. I mean, and I'm assuming you guys get to play against pretty good competition where you guys come from at your locals and stuff like that.
Yep, Texas is the best.
Yeah. So as far as Yu-Gi-Oh, I know you haven't played for a while, but I'm assuming you kind of know how the format is going. What kind of advice would you have to players right now, especially younger players, about getting better at the game in general, and then also just advice for the format?
The best thing to do is just, the article is knowledgereallygames.com is amazing. I'm not trying to ad-lib,
yeah.
but they're actually really good, and they'll help you learn how to play.
Definitely.
But just studying like good players and see how they make moves. Taking advice is the biggest thing. A lot of people don't like taking advice because they think they know everything, but take advice from other players, and that'll really help.
I'm sure Billy takes advice all the time from many different people, as much as he likes to give it. So
yeah, he'll always be open to suggestions.
Definitely. All right, man. Well, we'll let you get on with the rest of your day. And I appreciate you sitting in for the commentary for this piece. So we're going to go ahead and get back to Game 3 of Billy Break versus Trey Massengale. And we can see here that Billy has brought out a ancient fairy dragon onto his side of the field into defense. So now this is reminiscent of what he did back in Game 1, and is also going to banish the debris dragon and the Trigon to bring out the Redox. Looks like he's going to go into a Phantom Beast Dracozac. Getting 2 tokens here, and once again nothing on the field for Trey Massengale as he has had as he has not gone yet. From my vantage point, I cannot see very many cards in their hands, so I don't really have any additional information for you guys there. And I'm trying my best to get life points brought into me. So looks like after getting the 2 tokens, Billy is going to set 3. I believe he has 2 cards left in his hand, and 3 cards engraved, including the Redox. A couple of cards banished. Once again, we have Billy playing on the left-hand side of the screen and Trey Massengale on the right-hand side of the screen. Looks like Trey is going to set 2 in the back row and pass with a face-down monster. And Billy will draw into his, I believe, his 3rd card. It looks like I saw a Dragon's Ravine in the hand. It looks like we're going to see 2 more tokens come out, so I apologize for any noise in the background, guys. We are out in the major hall, so we're going to see one of the tokens pop, and I believe that is a Mind Drain, I believe. That was popped from the back row. And we see a Mystical Space Typhoon come out on the Dragon's Ravine after pitching the cards of Consonance. So that will fizzle out. And it looks like Billy is just going to pass back over to Trey. I believe I'm seeing 4 cards in Trey's hand, including a Max C. And here he's going to flip summon the Card Trooper, activating the effect to mill 3 cards. Looks like he got a Goblin Zombie, a Part of Duality, and maybe a Max C into the grave. That will bring Card Trooper to 1900, and then normal summoning a Pyramid Turtle. And it looks like he's going to take a couple attacks to the tokens. And now we have a Zombie World coming out. Now this is interesting because this will stop Billy's monsters from becoming dragons, so that he will not be able to go into certain monsters. I'm not sure what. I'm sure that Trey called Zombie World on the type, so his monsters will all become zombies. Back over to Billy's turn. Looks like he's thinking about the back row, and so Trey does have 1 Max C in hand. And it looks like he's going to be popping the last token to get rid of the Zombie World. He would not want that out there interfering with his Exceed plays. So it looks like he's going to be trying to bring out the title from his hand. He banished the Ancient Fairy Dragon and the Redox from the graveyard. Max C is going to be activated here, so Trey will get 1 draw off of that. I don't expect Billy to do too much after that. I want to bring out the Redox. So it looks like he's going to swing over the Card Trooper with the title, so Trey will get to draw a card off of Card Trooper's effect, which it looks like he drew a trap card that I could not see the name of. Might have been another Mind Drain.
Have you done any co-commentaries before?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Cordero was doing some earlier, and then he had to step out to do side events.
Oh.
But like round 1, we that's what we did.
Subway without me. I'm gonna do that. I have no idea.
By the way, guys, you can be checking out all of these videos on AltRealityGames.com, AltRealityGames YouTube page, Facebook fan page, as well as at the Kiko25X and Vexigus4666 YouTube channels. Please subscribe to those channels. And it looks like Trey is going to set a card and pass back over to Billy. These are not live, they're just going on YouTube afterwards. They're pre-recorded. And here we have Billy activating a Regeki Break. I'm assuming to try to get rid of the Thunder King, or the back row, okay. And he's going to be ditching title.
You want to co-commentate? Sure. I just got to upload this picture.
Okay. I do not have updates on life points right now, guys, so hopefully by the time the next round starts, we'll have another person being able to get us life points. And remember, at this point in the match, it is 1-1, 1 game to Trey, 1 game to Billy. It looks like that Zombie World might be giving him some trouble there. He's going to attack over the Thunder King with the Phantom, with the Draco Sack. And
synchro
on
play.
Trey's turn, looks like we're going to have a normal zombie, pyramid spreader zombie. And, of course, that most likely Plague is a level 2. And we get a responsive Vanity's Emptiness from Billy. Still not working. Okay. So it looks like he's going to pass over to Billy after putting the Pyramid Turtle in defense mode. Billy looks as if he has about 4 cards in hand, 3 to 4 cards in hand, which is pretty dangerous considering how well he uses his resources most of the time. And it looks like he's just going to swing over the Plague Spreader with the Draco Sack. So the life points are got to be getting pretty low here. Will you do a life point check on this match? We're going to try to get a life point update here coming up pretty soon. I need a life point update. So we're going to try to get that for you guys. Looks like it's back to Billy's turn. So Trey just is not able to generate any advantage right now, having to set another monster face down, and it looks like we're going to be able to get rid of the zombie world with the Dragon Ravine. And Billy is at 2,900 life points right now, I believe, with Trey Massengale at 900. Oh, Billy is at 900 with Trey Massengale at 29. So Billy is on the cusp of losing this particular game, which would give the match to Trey. And we're going to have another special commentator here. What's your name, man?
Oh, hi, I'm Paul. I have a YouTube channel.
Paul, okay. What's your YouTube channel name?
It's Team APS.
Team APS. All right, we'll go subscribe to that channel, guys. Let's start from nowhere.
Yes, I'm just stepping in here. I haven't commentated before, so I mean, I'll let Mike knows the procedure.
It's all good. Billy's sitting at 900 life points right now, and Trey's around 2,900. So that's
Trey's playing zombie.
Yes, it's basically zombies. He's running the zombie world build in there.
This is interesting. I'm interested in this because I'm interested in seeing, given that the Dragon deck is usually one that has a lot of steam, it's interesting to see how zombies, a deck that's really toolboxy and really I think it really kind of can keep up. I mean, I think that there's definitely that possibility. I mean, I just walked in, so I'm not entirely sure on how it's looking right now.
Yeah. Well, the game's been looking pretty good in Billy's favor, but Trey was able to put quite a bit of damage on the board there all at once. And he was actually able to just get rid of a Vanity's Emptiness from Billy, so that really helps him out. But now we're going to get Tempest brought out to the field, being able to search out Redox.
I'm always interested in seeing, the effect that Vanity's Emptiness has on these matches, because it's a card that Dragons seem to able to really turn on and off really frequently, kind of at their disposal. And so it's interesting when when the opponent's able to get rid of Vanity's Emptiness, sometimes it feels like they're actually enabling the Dragon player in doing so.
Right.
And so I mean, I think that makes it a difficult card to play against.
Yeah.
It's probably why it's really popular right now.
It seems like we have a Corseska coming out, so I'm sure we're probably going to see maybe a Crimson Blade or Plague. No, it looks like Thought Ruler, I believe. Thought Ruler Archfiend.
That's interesting. How many cards are in Trey's hand right now? Is that just one? I think it's just one.
Yes, I believe so. And Billy started the turn, I believe, with 4 cards in hand, so he did have extra card advantage over Trey.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see where Billy's face down is. From our vantage point, I can never at any point see Billy's hand from where I'm sitting. We can on the screen every once in a while, but I was not able to see what card it was before he said it.
I'm interested in the decision to go into Thought Ruler Archfiend instead of Crimson Blader.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I felt like, Crimson Blader would have just kind of locked Trey out of really being able to make a major kind of comeback play. He would just probably been forced to sit on Pyramid Turtle again. And that would probably give the Crimson Blader another free attack. It's just 2 turns of control for Dragons. It's usually all the time it needs.
Right. And now we're going to see a Tempest and a Tidal out. Ooh, and a Deck Devastation Virus with the Thought Ruler. So maybe that's why he went into the Thought Ruler. He wanted to have that target.
Have the Deck Devi. I'm assuming that was definitely sided in.
Yes, definitely. So that could really hurt Trey.
Depending on what the card in the hand is, that could be like the sealant right at this point. I mean, like if the life points are 29 to 900, I mean, even if Break has 900, the Pyramid Turtle doesn't, it won't be able to float anymore, and with only one card in hand, I'm just not really seeing substantial.
Looks like he had the Mizuki in his hand. Which I'm sure he's revealing for the deck Debbie. We can see Billy's face from over here, and he's really thinking hard right now to find out what play he's got. I'm sure he would like to end this right now.
Yeah, I think he's probably looking for a sooner defeat because it's zombies, and because the deck never resolved, but his opponent's still not under like Crimson Blader or any actual lock. So zombies do have the ability to make
and that's going to be the game. Okay,
yeah,
so Billy got that.
Needed.
So guys, round 2 feature match is going to go to Billy Break over Trey Massengale, Dragons over Zombies. So I want to thank all my commentators that came in today. We had Bobby Break sitting back here giving us an interview. We had Cordero Vexica Spencer, and we also had
Paul from Team APS.
APS.
This was a great game. It just seemed like even just walking in the last few minutes, though, it seemed like it was really got intense because the zombie dragon matchup. I guess it's not just the one-sided maybe dragon thing people were expecting. So.
Right. All right, guys. We'll continue to watch on AltRealityGames.com, YouTube channels of Alt Reality Games, Kiko25X, and Vexus4666. We'll see you guys in the third round.
It's gonna go online like that though, just like.
I just happen to have good openings against.
First one Drake was like just really good, but
All the that's what. Yeah, we play like this deck. So like I'm even using this card, and I cite it out because of Iron Walls. But this card, I turn one stars.